A team that the Jaguars have something in common with, they haven't been very good in the past several years. In fact, the Jaguars have been better since 2016, at least as it relates to getting to the playoffs and almost getting to the Super Bowl, than the Denver Broncos, who haven't whiffed the postseason since winning Super Bowl 50. Here's Courtland Sutton, Broncos receiver, on the team's new quarterback, Russell Wilson.
I think that you all can feel it. I mean, we all can feel it. The juice is just it's different. You know, I wasn't around when Peyton was here, but from what I'm hearing, everyone that was here when Peyton was here is, you know, the juice and the energy is pretty similar. You know, knowing that we have a guy that has been at the top of that mountain before, has won the Super Bowl before, does know what it's like to be, you know, at the highest level, you know, for his position and to you know, lead a team to a Super Bowl. And you know, I think everyone in the building understands the expectation, the standards are been risen to, you know, everyone's best.
This is an example of the quality that separates quarterbacks from leaders, from the guys who walk in the door and everything changes. The guy whose mere presence inspires everyone in the facility, who has anything to do with the football operation in any way, shape, or form, or any shape, way, or form, as the case may be, to do their jobs better. It's an inspiration. It's a leader. It's a presence. It's an intangible. It's why I won't completely dismiss the impact of quarterbacks on winning. Because if you have a quarterback like that,
right,
who just gets everyone a little more focused, a little more driven, a little more hungry, and a little more eager to please that guy. You want to get the approval of that guy. That's a guy that I want to say to me, good job, that it's going to feel damn good when he comes to me and he says, you did a good job today. That's what Russell Wilson brings. Peyton Manning had it. Tom Brady has it. Aaron Rodgers, to a certain extent, has it. There aren't many that have it. And Russell Wilson has it, and that's the difference he brings walking through the door, and that's the thread back to Peyton Manning.
Yeah, agreed. You know, I think you could probably put Patrick Mahomes in that category, right?
Yeah.
You know, I would probably even put Josh Allen there, even though he hasn't made to the mountaintop
yet.
Your
accomplishments get you there.
I get you. I know what you're saying, but Mike, you're spot on. It is real. There is some influence in winning and bottom line there for sure. You know, a great leader, a great player walking into a locker room, either way, gets people in the locker room excited. When it's a quarterback, it's a double whammy. There's even more to it. Yeah, you know, not only a great leader, but wait, this is the guy that's got the ball in his hands the most, and damn, he's got ice in his veins, and he's as clutch as they come. Man, oh wait, who are we playing this week? It doesn't matter. We got Russell Wilson as our quarterback. We think we can win. That's what he does to an organization. You know, let alone keeps your team fighting and playing hard when they're not playing good and maybe losing in a regular season game because they're just going, we just keep within 10 points with Russell Wilson in the fourth quarter, we'll have a chance. That is real. It's tangible, in my opinion. I'm with you all the way. And let alone it filters over to the practice field like Courtland Sutton saying. Yeah, I mean, you know you got to be on your P's and Q's with Russell Wilson at quarterback. He's just not gonna has a standard. He's not gonna expect anything less. He's gonna tattletale on you or be disappointed on you if you're not doing the right thing. It's the way it is with a good quarterback. Sorry, get the hell out of here. Get the next guy in here who does it right, and that goes a long way. So Denver got a lot of talent on the team. Certainly some good juice with Russell Wilson. Where's the bar for you, Mike? I mean, playoffs for sure. I think that's what I say for their bar. I go playoffs.
AFC South and NFC West are the divisions that they play every team from, in addition to their 6 games against the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers. I think for it to be successful, for what they've done to work, I think they have to get to the playoffs, and It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
They could be a better team than they were last year and still not make it. Mm-hmm. You've got some great teams, and injuries, I think, are going to be the big factor here. And, every year as the season approaches, I think, we spend all this time talking about all the things we talk about in the offseason. And the one thing that you really can't talk about intelligently is injuries, because you never know who they're going to happen to, but they will change everything. And if they can stay healthy, and if Russell Wilson can stay healthy, because he had that fluke last year when his hand hit Aaron Donald's helmet, and he'll face Aaron Donald. Maybe that'll be the first game of the season. Peter King was suggesting Broncos at Rams to open the season on that Thursday night. That would be something. But if Wilson can stay healthy and the key contributors can stay healthy, I think the expectation is, even with a second-year GM and a first-year head coach, that this team needs to get to the playoffs to justify the move they made to get Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if they were 10-7 or 11-6 and didn't make it, you'd go, okay, great, but it's still didn't make the playoffs, but everything's going the way you want it to. But, yeah, I think playoffs as a bottom line is pretty real there. And, man, Courtland Sutton, another year of fully being back healthy, Wilson's weapons, the defense. I mean, the Broncos, they're one of those teams to watch out for, that's for sure.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.